All right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today, I'm just asking, does DC claim DMV? Hey, let's start the debate. DC, DMV? Man, it sounds great now, right? But actually, I'll tell you, if you talk to the real ones, it's two places that will scream where they from before they scream DMV. That's Baltimore. That's DC. Baltimore, you don't hear them screaming DMV like that, or DC. Other parts of Maryland and Virginia have got on board and screamed DMV. But man, DC has a personal gripe with that. And it goes back to when we was the metropolitan area, right? So when we was the metropolitan area, people from Silver Spring, Richmond, Alexandria, anywhere from Maryland and Virginia could claim DC. Dale City, DC. They could claim that. And they were marketed as being from DC, even though they was from Maryland and Virginia. But then also, what was the flip? Like, if you was originally from DC, you wouldn't get no market at all, especially with hip hop. So DC before was DMV, it was the metropolitan area. So why DC stands alone? Because back then DC set the trends as far as DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Maryland and Virginia, I'll definitely say Southern Maryland and Northern Virginia, they looked up to DCs. They was the little brothers. So they looked up to DC and they wanted to be like DC. If I'm lying, I'm fine. Not Baltimore. Baltimore always stood on their own, and I always respected Baltimore, even though Baltimore been the rivals of DC forever. But Baltimore never rode no other wave. Baltimore was like, man, we gonna be more. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. DC, we used to be like that, and we changed. We start wave riding, but still being original, but thinking because the wave might be the ticket out. But in the metropolitan area days, like I said, Maryland and VA looked up to DC to a certain extent, as far as we was the poorest community, so we was already ahead on the hustle game. So at some point, from us snaking Maryland and VA, we actually taught them the game. So moving to their hoods, like we used to move to Maryland and VA. And unfortunately, we taught them too much game, so now they're retaliating. It ain't no more, oh, we scared of DC. And that's when they had their respect. Maryland and VA, like, Alexandria, Del Rey. All those places, new projects start getting their respect, right? All of Maryland, PG County, start getting their respect. So you had to earn respect to do business in those areas. It was not easy. It was not no DMV. So I think that's where the disconnect comes from, because DC always never got the credit to stand out on its own. So that DMV, we actually, like I said, we had to earn respect from Maryland and earn respect from Virginia for that DMV. Like, that wasn't just saying, oh man, we DC, Maryland, we Virginia, we together. No, you had to earn respect in those parts of town. Like I said, it wasn't easy. Maryland and Virginia wouldn't even come to DC, especially Southeast. People in DC wasn't coming to Southeast. Like, nah, we ain't going to the South Side. So that DMV, and I love it now because it's a new day. DMV, I'm with that movement, but don't feel disrespected if, like, DC still feels like we need our just due. Hey, does DC claim DMV? I'm just asking. Like this video, share this video, comment, and subscribe.